Well, hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot. Today we've got a navy and bright pink design for you. We're going to be using CJP and glitters from the Glitter Nail Angel. So let's start. At first I'm going to come in on the little finger with Opium Noir. And I'm just going to tuck that in around the cuticle. Go round to the right, pull it down, go from the middle, round to the left, tucking it in. Be really careful, swipe it down, then pull the middle down. I don't pull the colour away from the cuticle area, I pull the front of that bead down, leaving the colour nice and opaque in that area before coming in with a beautiful glitter from the Glitter Nail Angel. This is called Blue Planet. I was looking for a blue that had silver elements in it, so I saw this on the side and I thought, yes, perfect. So it's got some beautiful hexes in. It's a multi-mix, so I'm going to lie that where I want it and then pat it flat. I'm going to work really thin, just making sure I've got coverage at the tip area there. Then what I'm going to do is come in with a few chameleon flakes that I have. They are in navy and they shift to like a purpley pink, so not a lot, just a few that go from that glitter and fade down into that navy blue. Again, keeping it flat, keeping those sides in, making sure it's nice, even and level, nice and thin. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to then come into the ring finger with Barbie Girl and Opium Noir. I'm going to double dip, and this is going to be a marble nail. I'm just going to tuck that into the cuticle area, round to the right, pull it down, from the middle, round to the left, pull it down. When you get a routine, whether it's with filing or application with the cuticle area, you do the same again and again and again, you will perfect it and you will get every nail looking exactly the same, nice and neat in that cuticle area. So what I'm going to do then, I've put in the darkest and the lightest, so I'm going to come in with Barbie Girl, nice wet beads, Opium Noir and clear, and I'm going to swipe that down, up, down, up, down. Checking, these have got really sharp seeker, so I need to make sure it's gone round that corner, and then I do it all again. Nice wet beads, not too big, you don't want them too big or too wet, otherwise they just run off. Trust me, I've done it. So Opium Noir, Barbie Girl and clear, wipe off my brush, get it in a point, sweep it down, up, down, up, down, up, and all the time wiggling my brush up that nail so that it covers what I've got left. Making sure I keep those sides in. Do not pat and press a marble, don't overwork it, don't play too much with it. Then I'm coming with these beautiful strands of iridescent glitter called Girly Fizz from the Glitter Nail Angel, and I've threaded that through the marble. So I've not put clumps of it on, I'm manoeuvring in those strands through that marble, and honestly the effect is gorgeous. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat this morning. It's Sunday morning, sat here with my coffee, and I thought I'll voice that video. It's sat on my phone, so I thought I'll do that. Right, okay, so I've missed a bit on this C curve. I'm not going to take it out, I'm going to show you what I've done. So I'll come in with a really small wet bead, I'm going to manoeuvre it where I need it, and then I'm just going to pull the edge of that bead to blend it into the others. Then I'm going to come in with a really small wet bead of that Opium Noir because it's a bit too pink. Really small, really wet. Take it off, too much. That's it. And then swipe it down. Pat, 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 and that will blend it. Make sure that that's covered and it's on the edge. And that's how I fill in what I've missed. Next I'm going to come in, and this is going to be my colour block nail. So it's the middle nail. Again, put that bead slightly forward. Don't want it to run into the cuticle area. Although I do have it on a hand rest, so it does fall down. Go round from the middle, down the right, pull that down, to the left exactly the same. Now, I don't want to swipe it because I need to build a small wall. So I don't want to swipe this one down. I want to manoeuvre the bead so that the front of that bead into the shape that I need, which is going to be a slight diagonal. So I'm very gently manoeuvring that bead down into that shape, and then I come in with this fishing wire, and oh my word, it's too small. Again, I've left it in for you. I lost my grip on it. There wasn't enough to grip onto. So that's why my left hand isn't moving as good as my right hand. So I swipe that down and pull it off. You need to have enough fishing wire if you're going to do this to hold on to. And I don't know if it's because I had my gloves on and not, my actual skin. I don't like to wear to have anything on my hands when I'm working, because I'm so messy. So anyway, the key to that is fishing wire. Have plenty so that you can grip it. You don't want to mess up any lines. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting a wash of both these colours, Barbie Girl and Opium Noir, onto this nail. I am going to put glitter over it, but the pink is an iridescent pink. You can see it in the bottom right. And as beautiful as it is, without putting a lot on, which I don't really want to do, because I like to keep the nails nice and thin. The other factor that you can do to make that colour pop is to put the same shade of acrylic or gel underneath that glitter. And this is an iridescent pink glitter. Something on the nail there. Get it off quick. So here I am coming in. You can see me picking it up and patting it into that wet acrylic. I'm not adding any more bulk by picking up any more acrylic. I'm just going to pick it up with my wet brush and pat it into the acrylic that's there. Then I'm going to pick up a really, really teeny tiny bead of clear acrylic. Dip it into the Blue Planet, because the Opium Noir is it's dry now, so I can't pat that into the wet acrylic. And then I will blend these two glitters together. So I lay it where I want it first. Because I've got the colour underneath, I don't need to worry about getting it right up to the side walls and the cuticle area. The colour underneath will cover that. And then what I do is put a little bit of pink on the blue, blue on the pink, and that will then help to blend that together. Again, working really thin, picking up really small beads. Look at the teeny tiny amounts that I'm picking up. This will keep your nail nice and thin. So next I'm going to come in with the white on this colour block. I didn't press record to start with. I walked off and did something, come back and forgot and started. But anyway, excuse me, I remembered. Yay for me. So I'm going to put down colour block of the white and then come in with the fishing wire. Only this time I'm going to cut a lot more, guys, a lot more. I'm going to double it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my hands were slipping and I couldn't get hold of it. And I'm like, don't panic, it's setting up, don't panic. So anyway, so I'm going to get it in that like diagonal shape, keeping those sides in. Then I'm going to come in with that wire. So with plenty of wire so that you can grip it, put it in the diagonal shape, cut down and drag. Done. Then I'm going to cap the rest of the nails. I'm just going to show you one. Now this is a glitter nail, so I thought I'd show you this one. I go in with a wet bead of acrylic. This isn't my capping layer. This will then seep through between those crevices of those glitters, and it will reduce, if not eliminate, the bubbles or any air bubbles that might get trapped. So this is what I do on all nail art. If I'm putting it on top and it is raised in any way, even just the slightest, which glitter will be, it's not level. I know you try and keep it thin and all the rest of it, but it's not level. So yeah, I put a wet bead of clear down into that glitter, and then I go in with my bead for capping. So I'm going to come third from the end of the tip, put my bead on, blend it back and pattern press that into place. These are extra long stiletto tips. You can get these from eBay, and what I've done is cut them down into a tapered square and filed them into shape before I start. So I'm going to need a couple of beads because of the length. So I'm checking all the way around this nail and I see there's a slight dip. So I'll put a bead of acrylic just above the dip, blend it back and then swipe it down, and that will then fill in that nail. And that's it. Then I'm going to move back onto the middle finger and I'm going to fill that with that navy blue from CJP, Opium Noir. Now if you can hear trickling, I'm really sorry because it's absolutely throwing it down outside. I mean positively chucking it down, and it's making the guttering and the overflow make this really loud trickling noise. Now again, it is stupid o'clock in the morning, it is silent, so you know the sound is personified, but flipping heck, I'm trying to voice over here guys, yeah? Anyway, so I will finish that off. I will then cap all of these nails and file and buff them into shape. And here we are, all filed and buffed. Then I'm going to come in with nail foil gel, and I'm putting it just on the white section of this nail. Remember to go round that C curve. There's a really large C curve in this. While that's in the lamp, this is the foil we're going to be using. So I will place it along that line, exactly where I want it. Rub, 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 while it's warm, as soon as it comes out of the lamp. And then peel off that transfer. Voila, there we go. Now it's time to come in with some fancy pants striping tape. This is silver, just plain silver. I've not gone for hollow because the transfer foil is hollow, so I've just gone for plain silver striping tape. So I'll put that along that edging, and then I will come in with the scissors and trim it up just shy of that edge, just slightly shorter. Then I'm going to come in with a worn out file. For those of you that watch my channel regularly, you'll know that this is what I do, so I do that on both sides, but then I can come in with the top coat. I will then top coat all of these nails. I will put it in for 30 seconds, and it's a 60-second top coat. I will then give that middle finger a second top coat and put it in for a full minute. I always double coat, top coat all my nail art. This will make sure it's encased and obviously it's away from the sidewall, so that will last the duration of the client's nails. Guys, this is the end of the video. I really do hope you've enjoyed this nail art video today. If you have, please take a moment and hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, I would absolutely love it if you would. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for tuning in today. As always, everything will be listed below and there's a clip at the end. Until next time, bye.